So Ben, thank you so much for joining our esports panel on the 15th of December at Emirates Old Trafford. Just tell us a little bit about your panel and what you're likely to be talking about.
Thanks, Andy. Yes, looking forward to it. It's going to be an interesting session. I think the world of esports has changed over the last 24 months. Everyone's been talking about it. COVID has kind of substantiated the popularity of esports. And we're seeing now in 2022, the reemergence of what I would call offline live events in venues. So it's a fascinating time. The world is looking at esports, thinking, what is it? It's a little bit mystical. So I'm here with the two other panelists to talk about how to demystify that and how to consider hosting esports tournaments at live events and what that entails.
Perfect. And we're asking all of our panelists just to give the benefit of their wisdom on a couple of questions, particularly with the theme of diversity in mind. So I'm going to ask you 3 questions now. If you could just give us your quick sort of off-the-cuff answers, that would be brilliant. So the first question is, what is the best piece of advice that you would give a young girl trying to get into the business of sport or indeed the business of esport?
Yeah, in terms of my advice to a young girl trying to break into the world of sports or esports, I think it's really a question of asking why you're interested in the first place. Why are you quizzical about what that sector could offer you in terms of a career? Then look within that to say what element within sports, which is a catch-all, as is esports, you find fascinating. Within the 2 different disciplines, traditional sports and esports, you've got many different facets from technical broadcasting, the actual event delivery, event planning and delivery, the venue hosting. So I think it's just get a piece of paper out, write down what's your dream job and why is this sector relevant for you? What would you do if you could create a dream job tomorrow? What would it be? Then look at individuals who are already established themselves in those sectors and look at who they are. How do they get there? What's their career path? Engage with them, talk to them, get some advice from them, and see where that can lead. In terms of what the esports industry is doing to be more inclusive, we're seeing a huge rise in girl gamers in terms of the popularity. I read a stat saying it's rising by 19% in Asia alone. And I think it's more a question of why aren't girls more involved with gaming, either within esports as competitors or within esports as broadcasting and running esports tournaments. So I think Ollie, who's on the panel as well, can talk a lot more about addressing diversity within gaming and providing fresh opportunities for those that maybe haven't got as much chance as other people. So I think it's on the rise. The world is talking about girl gaming, and it can only be more inclusive in the future in terms of fresh opportunities. So I think the girls' time is now.
Brilliant. Nice little sign off. And finally, Ben, what in the world of esports are you most looking forward to in 2022 and why?
In terms of next year, 2022, I am looking forward to a couple of offline, as in live finals that I've been involved with or am involved with. The first one is going to be in the early part of the year, in January, for hopefully 3,000 people. The second one is going to be in mid-spring for around 2,500 people, and a couple more in the pipeline later in the year. So to my mind, the doors are open again, quite literally. People are going to come back to experience live esports in an offline environment. And that can only be a good thing for all the venues out there in the UK and those looking to get more involved with it. So exciting times are ahead.
Thanks, Ben. Absolutely brilliant. Can't wait to hear more about that on the 15th. Look forward to seeing you then, mate.
Yeah, likewise. Look forward to it.
Take care.
Thanks, Andy.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.